Nobody could hear me.
No.
I need to set buttons up. I still haven't set up all my stream buttons.
There we go. Yells.
I'm just lazy. I don't know if they can hear you. Fuck, god damn it.
What? Nope. Maybe.
No, that's me. They can hear me, they can't hear you guys. There we go.
Oh, they can hear
Oh,
me.
they can hear me over you. Haha. As she mutes herself.
We need a
Yeah, I'm
redeem
confused.
for me to throw something at Goki on this channel.
What? Throw something at him?
Or
Do it.
just smack him with, you know, a stuffy. Turn down some of the ambient background noise here, because I still don't have things set up properly. I'm lazy.
Oh.
Alright, so what kind of mischief are we getting into today, Captain?
Well, before we start that, first off, M, who are you? Who are you playing? And where can we find you on the internet?
I'm nobody at all whatsoever. I'm M Redfeather. I am a variety streamer here on Twitch. I play horror spooky games as well as RPGs, as well as doing some art stuff. You can find me at twitch.tv/mredfeather. And I'm currently playing Cynthia. The shit, I can't think of the race now. I'm a satyr.
Fawn.
Fawn. I am a fawn ranger who has recently been promoted to pirate captain.
And Yagoki.
I can be found to the east. I am Yogoki Wolf on many a platform, here on Twitch, over on YouTube, over on the TikTok, and the Instagrams. I post a variety of things all over the goddamn place. Right now, I am playing a lot of Helldivers, some content warning when we get the boys together, and also playing the very, very intriguing and thought-provoking Banishers of New Eden.
And who are you playing?
Currently, I am playing Spice Meadowbug. Very much the little bug on this one's shoulder.
I am Miss Fifth. Sometimes called Zana, you know, depending on what these people decide to call me. Just as long as they don't call me late for dinner. Which Yagoki has done. I hope to be able to stream again soon. Some crafty stuff, me sewing, maybe including some tutorials.
Are we getting that set up then?
I think we will.
Well, that's exciting.
There will be a time where I won't have access to what I'll be using to stream with, but you know, that's fine. All good. And I am playing everybody else. I am the DM of this wonderful crew. Even though we're small.
Hey, Zana.
Yeah.
What website am I using again to access my character sheet?
demi-plane.
Demi
Thank
plane.
you. I'm staring at my computer like I have no idea. I hope I logged in with Google. If not, I logged in with Twitch.
Yep. I did.
Characters. Okay, I logged in with Google. We're good.
For those of you who want to check out the Daggerheart playtest, you can create a... What? Why is the DN...
Wrong command. Hold on, I'll go yell at Moobot.
Thank you. The playtest is free. You can check it out. It's by the wonderful people at Critical Role and Darrington Press. And we're just, poking at it and seeing what we think of the system. And I think so far we're liking it. This episode will hopefully be uploaded on Monday. No promises. Depends on when I get to editing everything. And, if you see us on YouTube, hi. Please, please, please give us a sub and a like, maybe?
Like and subscribe. Subscribble.
Yes. So, yeah. We,
Thank you.
when we left off, the crew, really, had just finished fighting off a, rival pirate ship. And the crew of our ship, which I don't have that with me, managed to take the captain alive. The other ship, though, is sinking quickly. So, what do you guys want to do?
Right. I believe that was Spice. Spice was doing something over there. I don't think I really was in range of that.
I mean, I think you stayed on the ship.
Yeah.
Don't mind me as I go get my notebook.
Aye, good work, lads. Bring the enemy captain before Her Highness. The rest of ye over and get what booty you can.
Man.
So the crew, dear Captain Sin, the crew bring over the rival captain.
Yeah, of course I do.
Why
That's a
wouldn't
good
they?
question.
Ah, yes. The name of the ship was Sirena.
Yep, Serena.
Yep. Lance, your tiger, is prowling around behind you. Looking menacing.
She's probably gonna walk up and kind of just be like, well. And who do we have here?
Captain just kind of growls. He's a stout dwarf.
She's just gonna be like, well, now that's not very polite. Granted, raiding somebody else's ship isn't very polite either. So I don't think we were raised with manners, were we?
You sunk my ship.
You tried to sink mine.
We wasn't gonna sink it. Just wanted to take what was in your holds.
Well, I couldn't allow you to do that. I'm assuming we have a brig.
Sure.
So she's gonna kind of like turn away from him for a moment. Probably go pet Lance a little bit, scritch him behind the ears, and from there she's gonna turn back around and just be like, well, you are lucky that I'm in a good mood today. We'll go ahead and put you in the brig here and release you when we get back to shores. But next time I'd be careful the next ship that you try to raid. And then she's just gonna wave him off to be put in the brig.
Yeah.
And while this is happening, what am I rolling, if anything, to see how much we can actually salvage from this sinking ship?
Roll me. You know what? Just give me an action roll. That's not what I wanted. That works.
Any modifiers on that, or just straight?
Just give me a straight one.
Okay. 11, with hope.
Damn. 11 with hope. One of the crew was smart. As everybody peeled off down below decks, he went to the captain's quarters, pulled the log, grabbed the logbook, grabbed the captain's charts, knowing that those are always a prize. Any captain worth his salt would pay a pretty penny for another's charts, or possibly his own. And two of the lads bring up a chest, and then one more manages to get a barrel up and over onto the Sirena. Before it's deemed far too dangerous to go below decks, as it's going down and you guys need to peel off and get away.
Before it sucks us down with it.
Yep. The barrel sloshes with the liquid.
Spice is gonna give it a sniff. And as he leans over the lid or whatever open spout it has, is it giving off any magical aura or essence?
Nope.
Is it giving off a particularly noticeable smell?
You manage to get the bunghole open. And, yeah, there's a noticeable smell. It's really fine mead.
We drinking good tonight, lads.
The crew cheers. And one of them opens up the chest. Inside are books. Old books. There isn't really any sort of languages thing, huh?
Mm-mm.
Hmm. What kind of languages do you feel your characters would know? Aside from common.
Probably. Uh,
Common and your racial, I'll give you.
yeah, I was thinking probably also some kind of arcane or runic language.
Okay.
Hmm.
What do you think, Em?
Trying to think.
I suppose whatever thieves' cant would be in this world, M might know that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's probably a good point.
And Spice should have like the basics of that.
I was also wondering if
Oh goodness.
yeah, it's 10:30 my time, so
Already
I'm
starting that.
eepy. Yep. Um I was thinking that I would probably know a little bit of fairy just from interacting with Spice.
Mm-hmm.
And then I wonder if we would both know Fungril simply because of the captain.
Ah, yes.
A little bit. You know what? I'm just gonna have both of you make a an action check for knowledge.
This is a D8 system.
D
15 with hope.
D12.
Right? D12 system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Double D12.
Double D12s. One with hope, one with fear.
Which one of you fuckers was screwing me over last time?
That's the
All right. The one with blue is fear. Well, I crit,
Oh.
Okay.
and not. I also want to mention I crit 12s.
Oh, jeez.
Jeez.
Crit,
Crit, but still. Fuck.
Damn, Em.
Yeah. I don't know which one's gonna be the fear one though. So
Doesn't matter. A crit's a crit.
Doesn't matter.
on a crit.
no,
yeah.
I just mean like I can't tell which one's gonna be a bitch or not.
Oh. Um.
Cool, my
You're
crit's-
looking over these books and you're like, I don't. What? You managed to recognize the word. What was it? I looked it up. But I didn't put it anywhere. Crap. You recognize what it's talking about. Vio, Exi, Octo, Tria, Pende, Epta, Tessera. The name. It's talking about them. But it's mentioning another one. Ecosi.
Ecosi?
Ecosi.
Interesting.
That's far to the north. North of Vio. But it fell.
Huh.
Ages past. It's very weird. And it talks about the great devastation that happened when it fell, and how even the sea became weird.
What do you think it means, Captain? Is that
Well,
where we want to go?
I for one translate this information.
Mm-hmm.
Is wait.
And
There's only 8 of them. Just talking about what?
don't know. But it's interesting because that's where we want to go anyway. So maybe we can solve the mysteries while we're up there.
Never been one for riddles.
Oh, well, Spice. It's because there's only so much brain in that noggin of yours.
As he glares daggers.
um, so you said that was in the book itself, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm going to copy
Like,
the information into like my own log, like
mhm.
later in the day or what have you. Not necessarily right in that moment.
Like this is knowledge that has been lost.
Right.
People have forgotten what.
So the book itself, is this the captain's log? Is this like
No,
captain's notes, or is this a completely separate book that may or may not have more information?
This
This
is
is
a
a
book that came out of the chest that they had in their hold.
Okay, okay, okay.
Actually, on that note, after glaring daggers, a light bulb manifests over Spice's head. I hold on, and he like zooms off, goes below deck to where they have the other captain held.
Go.
what pipsqueak.
Watch the tone. I could end you if I wanted to.
Hmm.
Oh, did you know what you had?
Nah, ship we raided 4 days ago. Just a bunch of scholars and book types. All we had were books. Stupid books. Books aren't worth anything.
Or so you say. Interesting. Anything of note about that ship? Maybe a name of the ship?
Nah. Put a skeleton crew on her. Sailed her to our hideout. Was gonna ransom her.
Let's see. Hmm. Okay. So I am going to manifest a minor illusion of myself next to me with a snap of my finger. and just stare menacingly at this guy, trying to intimidate, asking where their hideout is.
Mm, give me a presence roll.
Do I add the spellcast modifier for minor illusion or just presence on that?
Presence.
Okay. That's gonna be 9 with hope.
Damn it. I like it when you guys are rolling with fear. Captain just shakes his head. What? Pipsqueak. Oh, are you trying to be scary? No. Not telling you nothing.
Can I have that moment when he starts laughing, being like, "Oh, you're trying to be scary"? Have Lance like come walk down behind him.
Sure.
And like just sit there behind him, like flexing his claws and like prowling.
He just shifts to a different part of his cell.
Oh yeah, Lance is eyeballing him.
Uh-huh.
And meanwhile, both spices are just casually flipping the returning blade in their hand.
Go ahead and do a presence roll for Lance.
I take it I would do that, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Lance should have stats?
Hey, give me a second to see if I can find him. So I'm assuming that's the trusted companion area. The problem is that he doesn't really have like a stat sheet or anything.
Go ahead and use yours then.
Okay. You said a presence roll?
Yeah.
Rip.
What'd you roll? What'd you roll?
You just rolled double sixes. Oh rolled dice too. How did I roll 2 crits in a row?
He tells you everything. Tells you exactly how to get there.
It's amazing.
Just, just, just don't let the tiger eat me. Clearly, he's more scared of Lance than he is of Spice.
Once he starts spilling, Spice will take the real Spice will take out uh the Rocky Talkie and start relaying information to Sin, and it's like you may want to grab a pencil before he starts relaying all of this.
If she's currently in the cabin, she's just like, well, I guess if she's not in the cabin, she gets her way to the cabin and then starts relaying the information.
And with that, the other Spice poofs. Thank you for your cooperation. He's as big a grin as he can manage with his small stature.
Oh, suck a cracking tentacle.
I do believe I would enjoy that. And he flutters away, giving Lance a quick, good kitty pat on the head.
I wish I could send gifts in chat.
Right?
So, for
Right?
the record, I sent a gif of Shere Khan from the Jungle Book, like when he's just sitting there talking and then his claws just pop out.
Yep.
That's what's
I mean, you
happening with
could
us.
send them, but they would have to click on the link to see what it was.
Oh, I didn't know you could do that.
Unless Atlas has it set to. Well, we're all mods here, so it shouldn't block the message.
So, it's a very small circle. It's probably hard to see. Sorry. Um,
The green. Oh no, I see it.
the small blue circle?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where the hideout is.
As he gets back as Spice makes his way to the captain's quarters. So what you think? Detour? There
Well,
might be
it gives
something
us-
additional on that ship we can find.
Well, if it gets us more information about the area we're going into, might be a good idea.
All right. I'll send word. And he books his way back up on deck. Change of plans, boys. Bring the ship about. We're going. What is that? Southeast?
Yeah. If we're assuming that the top of the map is north.
Yes.
Look, that is the first thing that I learned in the 3rd grade when I was making maps in geography class, okay? You never assume the top of the map is north.
I am going with yes. Because it just makes things easier.
actually always threw me off that the concept of there could be maps where the top of the map is not north, because that just makes no
Yeah.
sense to me.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
hate that in D&D maps.
Like, why?
Why? Yeah. Why not just format
Just
the
make it
map?
north.
Just, just rotate it 90 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
If the top of the map is not north, just rotate the map 90 degrees and then give it to me.
Like, I almost feel like the reason why we have to do that is because some dude hundreds of years ago was like, everyone always makes the top of their map north. I want to do it. I want to be different. I fucking rotated his map like a douchebag.
The space gives orders to bring the ship about, basically turn most of the way around from where they were
Mm-hmm.
heading.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a question.
For this detour.
My map that, or not my map, my compass that witch does not work.
Mm-hmm.
Is it solidly pointing a direction, or does it just flail wildly?
It depends.
Have I
Some
ever noticed a pattern?
hmm.
I feel like I would have noticed a pattern if there was a pattern.
Okay.
Because I've had it for a while.
Mm-hmm. Have you checked it recently?
Probably not. So I mean, at the very least, I'd probably be checking it now. Because we're currently going like in the transition of before we actually turn around to see how it changes as we're turning.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I feel like I would I do check it regularly. Anytime we're in a new area, anytime
You can see what direction it's pointing now on the map.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna take a stab in the dark and say that arrow is the direction that it's pointing.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Um,
And you start thinking about it a little bit more. And you realize it's always pointed in that direction. Just depended on where you were. Like if you were west of the Maiden Strait, it would point. If you were over here, it would point there. If you were over here, say you were in Divvy Town, it would be pointing that way. If you were down here,
no.
it would point that way.
Interesting. Is there any have I ever noticed a time that it's ever just spun wildly?
There's been a few times. That you haven't been able to puzzle.
Because they've been kind of random.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Interesting.
While she's
Um,
puzzling this out, Spice is up. Since we're going, I would assume mostly against the wind at this point, since we had the wind at our back before. He's
Yeah.
We're
kind of
tacking.
given some. He's kind of given some pushes on the mast, on the sails, to give us at least a little more speed.
You got to tack. You got to zigzag.
Mm-hmm.
Not me with IRL sailing experience.
Yep. You gonna sail through the night?
Is it that late already?
Yeah.
Then
By
yeah,
the end of the battle, it was evening.
Okay. I mean, I don't see why not.
Okay.
And during the downtime, Spice will be reveling with the crew and doing his usual entertainment of entertaining the crew and working off some of the stress from the encounter with the other pirate band.
Alright. So you're gonna go ahead and clear all your stress.
Yep.
No.
Taking 4 sips of mead before he.
Now, some of the crew, some of the boarding crew is hurt. So they're not going to be able to participate in any combat that might come up.
And let's see.
Some of them are fixing up armor. Others are joining you and, a little bit of celebrating.
And then prolonged rest, we can do 2 things, yeah?
Yes.
So, once most of the revelry is done and he's feeling better, he would help those that were injured kind of tend to their wounds.
Okay, did you take any?
I personally did not.
Okay. So, Em, what are you going to do in the downtime? You get 2 moves. If you click the, by conditions, if you click downtime, it'll show you what your options are. You can tend to wounds, clear all stress, repair armor, prepare, work on a project.
Well, I have. Oh, hold on. Husband's home.
Oh, Husbeast. Mr. Redfeather.
This interlude is brought to you by our friend Jay Silverheart. Jay Silverheart is an amazing DJ in the world that is Final Fantasy XIV. He recently celebrated a bonding in front of the 14 with his beloved, and we wish him well in that endeavor and whatever the two of them have in store in the future. If you wish to revel in the amazing music that he supplies on a regular basis, you can go ahead and check him out. Let's see, get this shout out going. Is that right? At that link below, you can click the little heart icon in chat and give him a follow. Doing yourself a favor. He drops some sick beats on a regular basis.
That he do. That he do.
I'd say you could catch him on Monday, but the carrot's gonna be closed.
He'll probably have a pop up somewhere. Actually, he does go live later on into the evening after Curate would be open.
That's true. Stupid maintenance.
Actually, how long is the maintenance? They might be closed there. They might be closed as well.
Yeah, I don't know. Are you back, Em? Nope.
I love you.
What about me?
For those on the YouTubes, that is Jay Silverheart, JaySylverHart. Here on Twitch and over on Kick, actually. He has started streaming over there as well.
Oh, that's right.
How do
Links
I
will,
do
we will attempt to put links in the YouTube video. Don't quote us on that one.
No
In the
promises.
description, in the description down below.
No promises. That requires me to remember to do so.
Oh, that actually reminds me. Hold on. We're gonna send Zana a message so I can remember this for later.
Okay.
So for downtime, I'd probably work on the notes in regards to like the other captains, like logbook and everything, and kind of copying my finds over into my logbook as I see necessary.
So you're preparing.
Right.
Okay. You can gain a hope.
I don't think
Did you take any
that
damage?
I don't have any damage, but I do have stress.
Okay, you could de-stress. How are you gonna do that?
I
Join the revelry?
don't know. I guess.
That's what.
I
That's
don't.
what
That's what
Spice is
I'm a
doing.
little. So
They're just having a little celebration on deck. Um, they're into that cask of mead. Which, if you don't know what mead is, how dare.
meat is delicious.
It is
Meat is
indeed.
my favorite part of Renfest.
Why do you have to go to Renfest for mead?
I don't know. Just drinking meat out in Renfest is just like it's just not the
It
same.
hits different.
Right, it
hits
just
different
hits
while you're at
different.
Renfest,
Like,
yeah.
That's fair, but you can have mead outside of
Like-
Renfest.
I definitely I feel like outside of Renfest, I tend to prefer cider.
Okay.
You know? But then there's the bee sting, which is mead plus cider. That's delicious.
I shouldn't have booze right now. I've been taking painkillers all day. No fair. You shush. Alright. So you join out, have a few drinks, relax. And go ahead and clear all your stress. And make sure you take your hope.
I'm already max hope.
Well, then, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. I don't know how to use hope, so
Your domain effects. or rather, your abilities should cost hope to activate.
Right, right, right,
For,
right,
for me,
right,
for me, it's domain.
right.
For me, it's domain effects. But yeah, like your class abilities. And then if we do a tag team ability, that costs 3 to activate
Each?
from the person activating it.
Oh, okay.
Like if I was to initiate the tag team ability, I would spend 3 hope to do so.
Yep.
Uh.
What?
Oh dear.
Don't mind me as I like choke on my own spit. Anyway,
Please don't do that. Dying on stream creates paperwork. I think we all know how I feel about paperwork.
no paperwork, Rosanna. Um, man, I don't know.
Okay.
I'm brain fried in game and IRL.
Oh. So y'all take your long rest. You wake up. That- no. Green, please. You guys are about right there. The dog watch had pulled within sight of land and then dropped anchor. Assuming that they would want everybody, or at least most of the crew, fresh for going into this hideout.
That's a fair assumption.
The mate for that submits himself to punishment should the captain deem it necessary for his presumption.
What? I think I misheard that. Can you say that again?
The mate,
The first mate made a presumption
Right.
and dropped anchor, assuming there was an assumption that that may have been the wrong call, and he's giving himself to you for punishment should that have been the wrong call. Or would you deem that the wrong call?
yes,
Uh,
he is taking any blame from the dog watch onto himself.
for dropping anchor.
Yes. Instead
If
of
you would have deemed that wrong call.
instead of going all night and probably actually reaching the hideout.
Oh. I I feel like if that is something that we usually would do, then she probably wouldn't, unless she explicitly gave the order to like keep going, she
Hmm.
wouldn't necessarily punish for that.
Okay. New captain, new rules.
Right.
So, he
Yeah, but you know,
They're
why?
feeling things out.
Right. And out of character, the only reason I said that I was planning on to keep going is simply because I don't. I just assumed that you would keep going on a ship because you're sailing. You
You could
know.
stop. You drop anchor and it'll
How
stop the
how
ship.
how deep's the water though?
It doesn't matter. The drag of the anchor, if you furl if you furl the sails, roll them up, the anchor is going to provide enough resistance.
Oh,
Just dragging in the water. It's generally two anchors, just dragging in the water to keep you from drifting.
At least not drifting too far.
right. Not so drastically. Really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. No, I didn't know that. Should have read more pirate books as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Then yeah, like I said, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So if that's what we would usually do, then fuck it. I'm not like in a rush or anything. So the first mate would come up and I'd be like, "What are you doing? Why are you here?
Make sure you ain't upset, Captain.
For what?"
Well, yes, I was told to keep going.
Well, that's the thing. I don't think I wouldn't have explicitly. I don't think I would have explicitly said. Like, if that's what we usually would do, I don't think I would have explicitly said to keep going.
Okay.
That's what when you asked me that question out of character, I just assumed I would keep going because that was that was M assuming that pirate ships would I guess would keep going, like that kind of situation. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, that's why like she's just like, why are you here? So like we always stop. Just like the like I don't you're doing your job, bro. Like what do you
And with that, Spice would fly up and oh,
What?
uh, fly up and command for sails at half, forward slow, get a little closer so we can pull a dinghy out and get a crew over, get a small small land party going.
Okay. How many do you want for the away team?
um
I'm not a nerd. You're a nerd.
how
Shut the fuck up.
For those playing the home game, that was a Star Trek reference. Although I'm sure it's used in many other places.
I'm sure Emma's very confused right now.
um Only mildly. First, I was like, is this a reference that I should be getting? And then you said Star Trek, and I was like, oh, no, we're good. I don't know nothing about Star Trek.
There's so much I need to teach this girl.
I just...
Anywho, let's see.
I do like Firefly.
Okay, that's a redeeming quality.
Uh, it's a handful, maybe 2, 3
Okay.
plus us.
Okay. Do you take the dwarf?
Hmm. Or do we gag him and walk him into his own hideout?
How about instead? We do an exchange of sorts. So I guess necessarily walking him in doesn't make too much of a difference.
What do you plan?
I was just thinking, you know, he was gonna ransom up the scholars that he's got, holding them hostages and whatnot. Why don't we give him a taste of his own medicine?
Him back to what remains of his crew for the ship and
Yeah.
its inhabitants,
Yep.
if they took prisoners, that is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He doesn't seem to find me the least bit intimidating, which I find infuriating. How about you breach this agreement to our prisoner captain?
I guess so. I don't wanna. Okay. Um. um. So she's gonna kind of stalk back down to the. I'm assuming this is the next morning, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So she's gonna go down to the brig. And when she gets down there, she's gonna kind of be like, kind of stalk down, and oh, what does she do? Obviously, with Lance in tow,
Mm-hmm.
and she'll probably, if there isn't already a chair down there, she will probably bring a chair. And set it down in front of the crate cage and or the cell or what have you. And kind of like she's gonna sit in this simple wooden chair like it is the most elaborate throne.
Yes. Okay, okay, okay.
And then Lance will just take up his usual kind of like pacing behind her. Let me think. So here's a question.
Okay.
Is the brig against a wall or essentially a cage in the center of the room?
What do you want it to be?
For this situation, I think I'd want it to be in the center of the room.
Then it's in the center of the room.
So what'll happen is she will bring the chair and set it essentially in front of the door and sit down. And Lance will be circling the cage.
Okay.
Um,
Doing scary kitty things. Got it.
right.
Looking hungry.
But you know, he's either gonna have to pay attention to her or pay attention to the cat.
Right.
And so yeah, so she's sitting there, queen of the castle,
Queen of the ship. Mm-hmm.
and she's gonna be like, so we're about maybe half a day to a day away from your little hideout. I was thinking about what'll happen when we get there. Now, I'm not one to kind of take away your sanctuary, but I do want those scholars that you were planning on ransoming. How likely do you think it is that your crew will trade you for them and the stuff that they had with them?
He is trying to watch you and Lance. And every time he turns his back on Lance, Lance just takes a swipe at the bars. Lance doesn't like having his praise back to him.
About to make this man shit himself.
And he he's having a hard time trying to have this conversation. He's like, well, if you can get in there without them attacking. Yes, stop it.
Do you have any advice? You know, the best way to get in there without being attacked?
Fly the right colors.
Hmm. Naturally, and I take it that means your flag.
Yep.
She makes a mental note to ask Spice if they happen to recover that. Oh.
Depending on the size of the flag, I might be able to minor illusion it. Just an FYI. I'm out of the room. I don't know what's happening.
Like, he is standing smack in the middle of the cage and still jumps and away.
Yeah, no. That's what I want.
From
That's what I
wherever
want.
Lance is. But he's trying to have, like, sure, pirate. He's trying to have a conversation with you and look at you. But he can't.
Right.
And it's driving him crazy. Because, well, yes, he's a pirate. He does have some manners.
So once we figure out how to get inside, do you think it should be an issue?
He'll need a note from me.
And I'm sure you'd be happy to provide that note, yes?
Yeah.
I mean, look at it this way. I'm just taking you home.
You did say you'd set me ashore. At your next stop.
I was planning on it to be a port somewhere halfway across the continent, but again, it must be your lucky day.
Sure.
Well, it could have been luckier, but it definitely could have gone a lot worse. Out of character, I'm not trying to be patronizing. It's just coming out that way.
Yeah, I've got somebody over here giggling in my ear. I'm sure you guys can hear him even though I think he's muted.
Yeah. Um, she's going to um go get like paper and an inkwell
Mm.
and then leave Lance. And Lance is probably just gonna like lay there right next to the chair, looking at him, doing the like tail flick thing.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Just like you can't tell if it's because they're agitated or playful or like, they're just
Yeah.
ready to pounce kind of thing. He's just doing that little like little wiggle, and then his tail flicks.
Licking his chops. Yeah, he's doing this. He's doing scary cat things.
Right.
Right.
Look, I got scary dog privileges. I'm gonna use them.
Right. Nice kitty. Nice kitty.
And then when I get back, I'm just gonna kind of like slide it towards him. Be like, let's get that note taken care of.
He just lets out this sigh. But he does indeed write a note, signs it with his mark. Hands it back, and it basically says, I, Captain Kardak, have been captured by... There's enough space to fill out Sin's name. Of the
He doesn't
ship.
even know who's being a bitch to him either.
No, he doesn't. Of the ship, leaves room for the ship's name. A long space for the ship's name, because you never know how long a ship's name is going to be.
Right. So
Basically saying, ransom
Sin's
me,
gonna,
give them what they want.
Sin's gonna read this and go, oh my goodness, here I was complaining about your manners, and I didn't even introduce myself. How horrible. Oh my god, it's so embarrassing. And she does this like very flourished bow. Um, I am Captain Cynthia of the wonderful ship Serena.
And
Um,
here
at,
you catch a bit of his manners.
at this point, seeing her have come back up and roamed around a bit, and this is taking an awfully long time for what Spice thought it would be. So he'd be wondering now just about at this point, I think.
And the dwarf gives a very stately and courtly bow. Like it would not be remiss among a noble.
Right.
Captain
Have
Kardak,
you,
leader of the
uh,
Rovers of the Bay of Pardine.
Rovers of the what?
Rovers of the Bay of Pardine.
Bay of
Spice walking in on this. Oh, you haven't always been of this profession have you?
How do you spell Kardak?
Kardak. Are you taking
Leader
notes?
Yes, leader of the band of.
Leader of the... Switch pages, please. Look, I know, I'm doodling. Shut up. The leader of the Rovers of the Bay of Pardeen. Parrdeen.
So yeah, Spice comes down about this point. Sees the bow. Oh, you haven't always been of this profession, have you?
He doesn't bother to
Yeah.
respond.
um. Sin's just gonna be like, "Oh, you noticed that too? I thought he just rubbed elbows with some nobles."
No, that to me looks like, rich kid.
Both of you
Wants
roll a
to
knowledge check.
Damn. I was about to be like, if this is another fucking.
Now you add them up
Dang.
and tell me which die was the highest.
Hold on, I'm typing.
Okay, you type.
So now I have a question.
Hmm.
Do we have like a date
For...
in game?
No. Why?
Because the way that I typically take notes is I take notes as if my character is
Just
writing in
writing a
their
journal.
diary.
Right.
Yeah.
So, which means that I keep track of the days of the week.
I
That
don't
also means
have
that.
it that fleshed out. I love that you do that. I don't have that. I don't have
Well,
this
then
that
it is
fleshed
what
out.
day 2
No, this
of.
is day 4, I thought.
I thought we've only had 2 long rests.
No, you've had way more.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn.
We'll say it's the 3rd day of the 5th month. Today. Please don't make me keep track of these things.
Well, that's the thing. So here's the thing. If you want to make your unique calendar or whatever, that's fine. Because once I have a starting point, I'm the one that keeps track of that.
Okay, you do that.
Well, I mean, we can always also just go off of day 4 as captain.
That's actually what I was about to do.
I mean, you can do that. Do it that way too.
I'll put both.
And
Okay, so my roll.
17 with fear.
What were we rolling again?
Knowledge.
Knowledge.
I had a 16 with fear.
That makes me so happy. The name Kardak. Kardak. You both remember that name in connection with a noble's son who went missing from an airship. The airship went down. And they never recovered any survivors. So he is believed lost. But clearly he is not, because he is here in front of you.
So, I'm just gonna be like, wait a minute. Kardak. What's the name of the kid who went missing in that airship accident?
And they both I'm expecting here Sin and Spice to share a look real quick as it dawns on both of them.
Well, no, she's gonna say that, and she's gonna look over at Spice like, yeah, like, isn't that what happened? And then I just imagine them both just looking over at Kardak like, nah? Nah?
Yes.
Both of you roll me an instinct. Why do I not have a d20 over here? Oh, there's one.
The other day, yeah.
You bitch. 17, 18, fear.
What was yours,
By
Betty?
one. By
12.
one.
Well,
12 hope.
12 hope.
Damn. You both see him squirm. Yeah. It's a common dwarven name.
Both just laughing at that.
I don't think it's that common.
Nice try, kid.
It's all right. I'm not gonna sell you out till you're dead. She's looking at him like, come on, man. Like, I get it. Samesies.
The woman my mother
Samesies.
found for me didn't even have a beard.
Oh. You're escaping an arranged marriage.
Damn.
Not even a beard.
Didn't realize beards were that important, but okay.
To dwarves, they very much are, yes.
I mean, I can see it.
I can...
Having a nice beard to decorate.
Okay, above the board, dwarf females should have beards.
Are you a traditionalist?
Oh, yes.
A dwarven traditionalist?
Yes.
And to be fair, like, that is something that probably did get changed for, like, societal reasons.
Yeah.
Because realistically, like, why not? Why can't women have beards?
Exactly.
Like, have you seen the way women take care of the head on top of their noggin? Could you imagine if they had beards?
Exactly.
They would put beard bros to shame.
Yes. And he looks between the two of you. She shaves it.
Oh,
It's
okay.
unnatural and hideous.
You know,
I
I
So,
wasn't
wasn't
gonna
gonna agree
agree with
with
the
the captain
captain
at
at
first,
first,
but
but
no,
no,
you sold me.
you sold me, kid. I ain't selling you out either.
so the thing is that Sin's gonna be like, now why did you have to go and say that? Now, I understand that you might prefer a partner that has a nice luscious beard, but that does not mean that you can be insulting the lady just because she shaves. And she's gonna be like full like mom scolding a child. Like that is
Oh,
not polite. I know
now you
you were
done it.
raised better than that.
Now you done it.
Like she is more than welcome to shave if she wants to. Maybe she doesn't like the sensation of it on her face, you know? Have you ever thought about that? Have you know how the feeling you get with wet socks? Imagine that level of uncomfortableness on your face. What if she had that and that's why she shaves?
He just kind of blinks a little bit. Ain't nothing wrong with wet socks.
Oh, see, now I can't stand the feeling of wet socks. Looks down at her hooved feet. Maybe that's not the best example. Um, Actually, that still probably is a good example out of character
Probably
because she
is
doesn't
though,
really
actually,
wear
yeah.
socks. So if
Yeah.
she ever wore socks and they got wet, she would be like, "Ugh."
Probably just wearing socks would be like, ooh.
Right. Like some people just have sensory issues. But that's just an assumption. I don't know why she shaves her beard. Maybe it's cuz, you know, she just don't like it. But that's okay. That's her prerogative. You don't need to be insulting the woman because of it. I understand not wanting to be in arranged marriage with her because she does not fit your ideals, but there's no reason to insult her. It's not her fault. She is in the same predicament as you. She might not even think you're handsome neither. And she's just gonna be like, huh. Like,
M, your Southern Belle is showing.
Just a little.
to be honest, it's actually kind of what I want her accent to be anyway. It
Okay.
just
Nope.
took this for me to like get into the swing of it.
Sounds good.
All right. We got enough backstory on this poor kid. Let's go take him back to his lads.
Um, I'm gonna turn to Spice. So, do you know whether or not you'd be able to? So we have a predicament.
Oh,
We need to be flying the right colors in order to get into the hideout over there. Did you happen to salvage the flag by any chance? No, it's not what we usually do. Actually, we might, depending on.
what? And he Bryce looks to the dwarf. What colors?
Give me
You can also
another.
ask the lookout.
Give me another knowledge check. Spice.
16 hope.
Damn it. You remember what they look like. You got a good look at them.
You know what? On second thought, and he bolts off. Starts rummaging through the attained cargo, looking for cloth, looking for the flag.
You don't have the flag.
Mm,
Crew
dang.
didn't know they needed to save it.
Okay. I can do it. And he starts rubbing his hands together. Okay, I got this. And he
Spice.
bolts up the mast.
And he's gone. Rocky talkie. Hey, Spice.
Yes?
How long does your illusion last?
Doesn't say how long it lasts. Just says convincing from afar.
I will say as
Hey,
long as you're
God.
focusing on it, it will last.
I was
You
about to be like, hey, God.
cast
How long
something.
does the illusion last?
He casts something else, and it's gonna fall.
Right. Okay. And so spellcast roll. Oh yeah. I got 12, 14 with fear on that. Or is the spellcast roll the same as an action roll?
Spellcast roll. They use the spellcast stat of your class, which you can find on your foundation subclass foundation card.
Mm-hmm. You know what? Okay, actually, if I click the spellcast roll button for minor illusion, it does pop up to roll 2d12. So
Okay, yeah, it's the same as they're a type of action roll. And I'm
Alright.
going to paste that here, so it's going to stay up until you choose to end it.
And then it's make spellcast roll 10. On a success, you created minor visual illusion. Oh.
Okay.
And I got a 14 total on that with fear.
Okay.
So Spice is going to stay up in the crow's nest, holding the illusion on the flag until they get close enough to depart the ship and head to shore.
Okay.
And so once it's cast, he'll walk you back to Cynthia here. It'll last long enough for us to get to shore.
And as
Perfect.
you guys approach, The wind is intermittent. You guys managed to just catch a bit of it to speed you up. And, you make your way in. It's a well-hidden little port. It's not on any charts except for Captain Kardak. They are on his. It is on his.
Well, it's on mine now.
Yeah. Along with some notations. Of being careful, making sure the tide doesn't have to be at its highest. But it needs to not be going out.
Did we time it well?
Give me an instinct roll.
Can I add pirate to it?
You can.
And white people smiling.
What did you roll?
Well, I rolled a 5, plus 3 is an 8, and fear. White people smile.
Uh-huh. So it was a what?
5 plus 3, so that's an 8 total. Fear.
Plus pirate.
Plus pirate.
That's
Shared.
including the pirate.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
That's including the pirate.
And I like spend a hope to re-roll.
I
Don't think that's how that works.
I just feel like I should have done better with that. Just as a character.
You realize that no, you're not. The tide is going out, and it's been going out. So
I got a bit before the tide changes. So I'm gonna instruct the crew to lower anchor.
as you do, there's a bump underneath.
No!
Just at the front of the ship. Front of the ship hit something.
She's gonna start cursing. About cursing like a colorful like slew of words, and also like stupid fucking bays with their stupid too shallow fucking stupid sandbars and navigations. Just like very much so comment like that same kind of just like bitching about things that you can't control kind of thing.
Yep.
Definitely that kind of vibe.
Okay.
Spice will call down on the Rocky. Ed, what did we hit? What did we hit? You good?
You're
We
still
should
up
be
in
good.
the.
I think I stopped him in time, but
You're
let's
still
check
up
the
in
bottom of the ship.
Spice is still up in the crow's nest. Yeah.
You see him.
Oh,
You see what it is. Spikes.
Spice sees what it is.
Yeah, you can see what they are from up in the crow's nest.
Oh, I don't like that.
Spikes.
Spikes. Not timber spikes. Metal.
Damn.
Looking around the bay, is it just full of them?
Uh-huh. And it
Captain.
and it seems like there's a good 300 feet deep. You're just at the edge that you can see. Think of them like giant jumping jacks.
I was actually thinking of like a giant version of like in parking lots where they have the spikes that pop up.
No, I'm thinking more like jumping jacks. Just really
Okay,
big
cool.
ones.
So caltrops in the water, essentially.
Yeah.
And he's just looking over the bay. Captain, we got a bit of an issue. We stopped like just in time. Go check and make sure we haven't punctured something.
On it. So she's gonna go down and make sure that nothing's been punctured. And after she does that, she's gonna go back to the brig. Pissed. Just like, and like she's probably gonna have like Lance go down ahead of her, right? Like just ahead of her, just booking it down the stairs and like jumping up at the cage. Like full body jumping up at the cage.
He wets himself.
I mean, I probably would too, to be fair.
To be fair.
Yeah, if you just minding your own business and all of a sudden this, like, God knows how much. You know what? Actually, let's
roll
Google
for
this
cake.
real quick.
Roll for cake. You're not-
Adult male Bengal tiger.
Let's see how heavy Lance is.
Let's see. Adult male Bengal tigers weigh on average 420 pounds with a range of 368 to 516, maxing out at 516.
So the kid a D20, and then
Roll 2d20.
Go for yeah.
Where'd my box go?
I told you to have d20s ready.
I have a lot of dice ready.
Atta girl.
It's on the other side of the room.
It's just on. I just had to remember where it is.
And I'm gonna be right back.
Mhm.
So I have a 20 and a 4.
Roll. I'll do it. That's too high. Okay. 2d6 is too much. There we go. What was the maximum you said?
516.
Lance is an exceptional tiger. He weighs 524 pounds. He's huge. He's well taken care of.
He works out a lot, you know?
Yeah.
I take it probably means he's on the larger size in regards to like height and length.
Mm-hmm.
Being that big. Which
You could almost ride him if he would let you. But he won't. Because cat. You've tried. He just lays down whenever you try to ride him.
Right. It's because I cuddle with him too much. He just thinks it's cuddle time.
Yep.
So that would be 43 inches in shoulder height. Which is what? Just shy of 4 feet. Damn. Damn. Hold on.
Oh, and that's at their shoulders. That's not even including the noggin.
Right.
Oh man.
He's huge.
Oh yeah, he's a big kitty.
Oh my god, that means that would be literally look at me in the eyeballs as me as a person IRL. I am 5'5".
Right.
Damn.
And
I want a pet tiger so bad.
To more accurately describe this, he doesn't let you ride him because Spice has tried.
Oh no, Spice is probably fine because Spice doesn't weigh much.
Right.
Probably
No.
barely
It's just
even
anytime
notices.
I get on him and
Yeah.
he's just like, "Oh, is it cuddle time? Is
Yeah.
it time for bed?"
He's just flump. He just becomes boneless cat. He becomes a
Right.
liquid. He turns into a liquid.
I feel like he turns into a liquid and then immediately starts purring.
Yes. Mom's paying attention to me, yay!
Yeah.
I've actually written that down in with the notes for Lance. So
And
you check the ship. There is no damage that you can see on the inside. One of the hands ties off a line and lowers himself down. Oh, she scratched. It didn't penetrate, but there are gouges.
Which means it's weak.
Yes.
Is it so I'm assuming the hand that goes down is going to be knowledgeable of like ship repair and stuff.
It's
instruction
the
and
ship's
stuff, right?
carpenter goes down.
Okay, cool. She's gonna be like, how scratched? Are we talking like not gonna handle a strong wave scratched, or not gonna handle a good bump in it scratched?
It would be best if I had time to fix her up. We don't want to go into a storm. We definitely don't want to do no ramming. Cap.
Heard. So, how long do you think it's gonna? How long you reckon it's gonna take to fix it?
Couple days.
All right, I think we could deal with that. So she's gonna go down to the brig, back to Mr. Nobleman,
Mm-hmm.
and
Who has a fresh pair of soiled pants?
right. And she's gonna be like, "You didn't think to tell me about your little shit in the water?"
You taking on water?
No.
I had no way to know what the tide was like. I've been down here too long.
Was he the? Because I didn't actually get the information about about the tide and everything from him directly. It was from like his stuff, right?
Yep.
Okay. And she's like, "You could have possibly warned me."
He just kind of smiles a little bit. Why?
Hmm.
Even if the ship broke up, I'm home.
See, what you don't realize is that, and I hope this is okay that I'm making this up on the spot. The bars of that cage that you're in, they go under the wood. Which means if the ship falls apart around you, you just sink to the bottom.
He just kind of smiles. And shrugs a shoulder. Hello, Poison.
Hey. For a second, I was like, what? Poison? Oh, right. Poison.
Poison for Cusco.
Right, Cusco's poison.
The poison
Poison made.
The poison chosen specifically to kill Cusco. Cusco's poison.
Yeah.
Every time I enter Discord, that's what they hear.
Yep.
Because it's amazing. You just keep telling yourself that. Sure, I'd go down with the ship. Do you think my crew wouldn't come out to salvage what they could? Take prisoners? articles would be offered, of course, to those who wanted to stay on the crew and join mine. They would have found me.
Oh, they would have found you. Your body, at least.
Sure. Believe what you like. Little bug's not the only one who has magic.
She's just gonna kind of like squint her eyes at him a little bit. Just like, okay.
What's a useful spell on the water? Especially in this line of work when your ship could go down at any moment.
That is fair.
I just would have been closer to home.
Hmm.
So, you finish your talk and realize you're stuck here for the night.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's where we're going to wrap for the night. I know it's a short episode. Got started a little late. There were things happening, y'all. Okay. There was stuff. So, Yugoki, who are you and where can we find you?
I can be found to the east. I mean, everywhere you search for Yugoki Wolf. Here on Twitch, over on TikTok, over on the YouTubes and the Instagrams. I post a variety of content most everywhere listed. And I am currently divers too with the rest of the community. Hopefully the devs right the ship before it completely sinks on them. And playing my way through the very thought-provoking Banishers, Ghosts of New Eden. Enjoying the game thoroughly, and played a little of Final Fantasy 14 as well. Really pumped for Dawn Trail release when that comes out. Might be revisiting 16 as well here shortly. If they've gotten some new DLC that I haven't touched yet.
Not to mention 14 when that stuff comes out.
Well, yeah, Dawn Trail.
Your turn.
Oh, what? Well, I'm M Red Feather. I am a variety streamer. I do horror spooky games like Dead by Daylight, Phasmophobia, Lethal Company, and soon content warning because I believe that's a little spooky, right? Yeah, maybe, possibly.
Yes. Oh my God.
Um,
Yes.
And I also like playing some RPGs. My current favorite is Baldur's Gate 3, but instead of a playthrough of that, I'm actually working through Final Fantasy 14, getting ready for Dawn Trail because I need to catch up on the MSQ so badly.
Yes, you do.
And then I also do some art, so I do some digital drawing and stuff like that. and kind of I get to stream my any commissions that I get, or some personal works that I work on. So yeah, if you like chill streams, chaotic streams, I know those are together would be oxymoronic, but somehow I make it work.
You do.
Um,
You really
Go
do.
ahead and check me out. Twitch.tv/mredfeather. And yeah.
And I am Ms. Fifth. You can find me hopefully at some point here on TikTok again. Or TikTok. Here on Twitch again. God damn. Yeah, definitely time to wrap up. You can find me sometimes on M's stream when she's playing the Final Fantasies. And a lot of times on Yagoki's stream throwing things at him. Because it's fun. As well as the Awooters stream team Discord. Trying to wrangle everybody into their productions. And you will see us, all three of us, on Sunday at D&D. Now, we need to find somebody to raid. Who can we raid?
Let's see here.
Ross? Ross.
Yeah, it looks like Ross. Actually, looks like Ross and Ryder are playing together. Playing a little Resident Evil 6 co-op action.
Yes.
So, rate his fridge. Till later is cute. And we shall see you next time.
Beep, 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 beep.
So have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, morning, whenever you're watching us. And remember, you guys, we love you. Where's status?
Mhm.
Bye.